Hey guys, been a while, huh? Yeah, it's been a bit since we had a video up on the channel itself. I mean, it's been less than a week, but it still feels like a lot since we used to do content every single day. But if you're new to the channel, really quick, hey, I'm Chrono. I do content over here on PSO2 mostly on this channel, and gonna want to kind of push into other MMOs. Either way, if you enjoy the content, appreciate a subscribe as we move our way towards our 10K mark. Gonna push for 7K hopefully by, I would like to say the end of the month, but realistically maybe next month. We'll have to see how things go. But let's jump into today's video. So just wanted to kind of do a little bit of a pulse check with everyone. I know a lot of people have been playing other games and things of that sort, and all of us have different grievances we have with PSO2 currently in its current state. But I was curious to see where most of us are at. A lot of times we tend to gravitate towards other games when there's not a lot going on current games, and realistically, recently I've been kind of all over the place with the games I've been playing. Of course, been playing tons of PSO2 and just getting my dailies and weeklies done. I say tons, but realistically, it's not a whole lot. But getting my dailies and weeklies done, and then gravitating to other games, other MMOs actually. Those of you guys who follow my channel know I play tons of Final Fantasy 14. I mean tons, like very, very honestly, because I have done tons of raid content, completing pretty much all of the ultimates recently. I'm super happy I finally finished off the final ultimates. Got myself a few weapons, gonna double back and do another one for another group member of ours who hadn't cleared it beforehand, but we're gonna double back and get that taken care of for them. And recently picked up an old game that I had loved for a very long time and got me into PvP and when it came to MMOs, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Been playing quite a bit of that recently as well, and I have to say I've been having a really, really good time. If anyone's curious, playing on the Starforge server, was on Steel Sean as well. I hear Starforge is a better server overall, and from what I'm seeing as far as the market goes, it seems to be so far. We'll have to see how things move forward. But yeah, those are the two servers primarily that we're on. Having a good time playing, both on and off stream. Streams mostly are going to be just while we have content to showcase, but at the moment we're just in a little bit of a lull period. And after getting into my other MMOs, I realized that this exists in basically any other MMO I've ever played. The biggest difference, however, is PSO2 NGS, its extra content is back in base PSO2, which we've done all the way through. I realized this mostly when I went back and played Final Fantasy 14, and a good friend of mine tweeted out, he's like, it's very easy to realize how much content is in a game when you've played it the entire time, versus someone who's coming in brand new who hasn't played a lot of this content. I know personally, if I was coming into NGS at this point in time, my in-between time would be going back to base PSO2, leveling, finishing off a bunch of stuff in that game itself, doing the story, so on and so forth, that because I've been playing PS2 this entire time, I've already done all that stuff. I've already completed it. And realistically, in Final Fantasy 14, where a lot of my friends are going through and leveling and getting their relics and completing pieces of content they've never done before, I've already done a lot of those things already. I've leveled up every single class to cap. Everything is level 80. I've leveled up all my crafters, all my gatherers, even leveled Blue Mage, and I'm doing Blue Mage raiding content. I'm actually one title away or one fight away from getting my Blue Mage mount. So it's quite a bit that I've gotten into. So these downtimes, though, they felt pretty bad at first. Going back to other games, I realized that I've dealt with them in every single game. Coming back, finding out that, who was it? Star Wars: The Old Republic, a game that I enjoyed quite a bit. They've been in the same content drought for probably like close to almost 2 years now, which is insane. Of course, people, replay stories and they leave the game and come back. They've done server crunches and things to make the game a lot better for the smaller population, but it's something I'm seeing that actually pops up a lot more than I realized, because I was coming from the perspective of someone who didn't play the game all the time. I came back to the game, played a bunch of content, felt like it had so many things going on for it, when realistically a lot of players that have been playing the entire time just really have run out of things to do. You can only play through you can only do some things so many times before there's nothing else for you to work on. I mean, even seeing Star Wars people go back to doing raid content of previous expansions at lower levels where you get synced down, it's just, at this point to me, if someone who plays Final Fantasy 14, that seems kind of crazy, unless of course you're looking at ultimates or Blue Mage content. That seems kind of crazy when it comes to regular raid content, but that's something that's very normal for SWTOR players, which is kind of crazy, kind of cool though, but kind of crazy on the content perspective. So I mean, as much as I want to be jaded and upset over a lack of content in NGS, it really put things into perspective as far as like what content we can have available to us. Now, realistically, I am looking very critically at the future of what NGS has in store for us. I've seen a couple of things here and there. Some people have sent me some interesting information that I'd love to go over when it finally comes out. So, keep an eye out. We'll be covering the new urgent quests when they do pop up. So, as well as, of course, when Bouncer comes out, we're going to level that to cap, cover everything to do with that. And then, of course, the new player guides, I'm probably going to push to when we get the next level up portion of the classes. I think it's better to have those out and fresh when people are trying to learn these classes, as opposed to kind of have them as filler content. During filler content, people aren't really looking to learn classes. Realistically, they've either learned them or they don't really care as much about it. So I think it's going to be a better timing for that as well. I guess this kind of turned into a bit of a channel update video, not unnecessarily, but without meaning to, but just kind of a bit of a pulse check. Sound off in the comments below, guys. What are you guys playing right now? Like, what are you doing in your filler time? Are you playing other MMOs? Have you tried 14 out? I know some people have commented on my old Soul Worker videos like, hey, NGS doesn't have a whole lot going on. I'm going to go try this out. I'm actually just curious. I know there's a lot of other things on the horizon. Final Fantasy 14 has its new expansion in a few months, as well as, let's see what else. Star Wars has a new expansion coming up in a few months as well. And just other games that are coming out are looking pretty dope. So, branch out, enjoy some different stuff, have a good time. And, when new stuff comes out for NGS, we'll be here and ready to, tackle it right as soon as it pops up and have a good time there too as well. Anyway, guys, like I said, toss it in the comments. Let me know what you guys are playing. If you want to keep up with the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You'll find links to everything you need in the video description. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace out.